Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Paramount here in Huntington, New York for Rockin' Fights 23. It's all being brought to you courtesy of Joe DeGuardia's Star Boxing. Sponsored by Modell Sporting Goods, Gotta Go to Moe's, Camelot Limousine, The Inn at Fox Hollow, WBAB 102.3, Power Play, and Picard Chiropractic, where they fight for your health. This bout is sanctioned by the New York State Athletic Commission, Chairman Tom Hoover, Commissioner John Signorelli, Director of Boxing Eric Bentley. Introducing your three judges scoring this contest from ringside, John McKay, Kevin Morgan, and Carlos Ortiz Jr. At the sound of the bell, your third man in the ring, Pat Sullivan. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 4 rounds of boxing scheduled in the junior featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he wears the green trunks with the red, white, and blue trim. He weighed in at an even 122 pounds. Tonight, he makes his professional debut from Brick City, Newark, New Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jonel Lorenzo. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He wears the black trunks with the silver trim. He weighed in at 121.8 pounds. His professional record, 1 victory, no defeats. From Coram, New York, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Michael Stoute.
All right, fighters, you've received your instructions in the dressing room, okay? I said 3 things that are very important. Respect the sport, respect the rules, and most of all, show respect to each other. Touch gloves, come out of belt fighting. Yes, okay? That's good, okay? That's fine, all right?
Here we go, opening bell, 4-rounder, junior featherweight division between Michael Stoute and Jonel Lorenzo. Stoute in the dark trunks with the light waistband, and Lorenzo in the gold and white and red, sparkly, it's like an Apollo Creed kind of trunk.
That is one fantastic outfit. As you can come out, you can see Mike Stoute's a lefty. He's trying to land that straight left. He's more of a point-scoring kind of fighter. I boxed with him in the amateurs and came from the same amateur gym as him. So you're going to see him do a lot of pop shopping all night. There you go, right there.
That's going to be called a slip by referee Pat Sullivan. And let me just go over the rules of the New York State Athletic Commission. 10-point must system is in effect. No standing 8 count is employed tonight. In case of an accidental butt, 4 rounds must be in the books. The referee or the doctor can stop the fight, and there is no saving by the bell, including the final round. Randy G., the commish, along with Cletus Selden and Cara Castronova.
You can see Mike Stoute pop shotting the whole time. Lorenzo's going to need to back him up to do any damage. Because if Michael Stoute's coming forward, he's going to have a tough time all night. There he goes right there, Lorenzo, coming in with a nice combination.
Something tells me this could very well be the battle of the jab. Stoute's right jab against Lorenzo's pesky left jab.
Absolutely, definitely has a Pepsi little jab there. And Stoute comes in with a full jab. You can tell the difference right off the bat. Lorenzo mixing up his punches. He's going to the body and the head. Definitely giving him a nice variety.
Referee Pat Sullivan, one of your real good referees in the state of New York, likes to let the fighters work on the inside, but should they start holding on, he will be in there to break them. But he does let them work on the inside. Interesting round. They're not really feeling each other out, but they are testing each other's speed.
Absolutely, and Lorenzo is going to the body of Mike Stoute. You can see that throughout the whole fight so far. He's going to his body. He knows he wants to slow him down. And Lorenzo got a little swelling on his left side of his face. Nothing big, but a little thing to keep worried. Mike Stoute has a good right hook.
Final 10 seconds. Round number 1. This one is scheduled for 4. Here in New York, you're going to hear that rap on the ring with 5 seconds remaining. And there it is. Round 1 is in the books. Well, that was an interesting round, and I'm wondering if the judges had that very, very close. Take a look at Lorenzo.
Lorenzo's coming in with a nice good counter. Mike Stoute's coming with a nice counter. He hit him on the side with an open fist, which gave it a nice slap, which is a slip, not a knockdown, which is the right call. Lorenzo coming with a counter shot and going to the body. You're going to see him continue doing that throughout the fight, and that's going to be his game plan. In the red corner, you have Leon Green as his trainer. Leon Green was one of the first amateurs ever signed by Golden Boy. Ever. His first one ever was signed by the Golden Boy, so he has a great trainer in his corner.
And you're looking into the corner there of Michael Stoute. This is round number 2. So if you're scoring this one at home, that was a close round. I have a feeling that that one could have gone either way. And I'll take this opportunity. Kara Castronova, how did you have that first round scored? Was it Stoute or was it Lorenzo?
I thought it was a pretty close round. It was a hard round to score. Both guys are very, they're technical. They're both getting their punches in, and it's a hard round to score, so I'm not going to even try to attempt to.
I was going to cop out.
With a 4-round fight, the biggest thing you want to do is actually win that first round. You usually want to go out there and win it, because if you win that first one, then the other guy has to win the next 3.
Absolutely.
So they left it up to be up in there in the air, to be even a draw. So hopefully one of them, the guys, gets a victory tonight.
Got to play catch up if you lose that first round, especially, you're right, in a 4-round fight.
When I first started, Bob, that was the first thing my coach taught me to do. Go out there first round, win that first round. I was a slow starter, and I still had to do it, even though I didn't want to.
The voice of Cletus Selden, now one of the highest-rated junior welterweights in the world. And what weight did you start boxing at?
I started at 150. Actually 152, and I worked my way down to 140. It usually goes the other way, but since I started boxing at 22, it was totally different. I was already a full-grown man, knew what I had to do, and focused everything I had to. You can see right now, Mike Stoute is coming in with great counters, but
yes,
Lorenzo is putting the pressure on him.
Do you think that's a smart thing that Lorenzo's doing, putting the pressure on, or should he be laying on the outside? Because he's got some nice speed, he's got those long arms. Is he doing the wrong thing by putting the pressure on and walking into Stoute?
I don't believe so. I think his best ability tonight is to go forwards. As you can see right now, he's trying to stay on the outside and try to box. It's not working for him. He has to go forwards and push him back and continue throwing combinations. Even though he's getting hit once or twice every time, at least he's able to throw punches and make Mike Stoute a little anxious every time he comes in.
A swing and a miss with the right hook by Stoute. The two of them fall into a clinch, and there, Pat Sullivan very smartly breaks them up.
You can see their 2 feet are so close together that they're going to literally be stepping on each other and holding each other. And even for a 4-round fight, you can see that it's not because they're tired, it's because they just keep colliding.
And it's funny, just as you said that, they're going to be stepping on each other's feet, it turned out that Lorenzo stepped forward and stepped right on the top of Stoute's right foot, and he just did it again.
Right. A lot of that has to do with the fact that there's a southpaw in there, so they're going to definitely be stepping on each other's feet. I think that Lorenzo, he's taking advantage more so of, he has his foot, as you can see, on the outside of Stoute's foot, so he definitely is fighting the way that he should be when it comes to fighting a southpaw. He should be throwing more lead right hands, I think, down the middle. I think that would really land for him.
Yes, absolutely.
End of round number 2. We'll be back with more of Joe DeGuardia's Star Boxing after this. Gotcha. Welcome back to the Paramount in Huntington, Long Island, New York. This is round number 3 of a junior featherweight bout between Michael Stoute and Jonel Lorenzo. Stoute with the black trunks and the light waistband. Competitive fight up to this point.
You can see Lorenzo a little has the momentum. After the last round was over, he was doing a little dance in his corner, seeing that he had the momentum going in his favor. But I still think that the fight's one apiece. What I would like both of them to do is move a little bit more from left to right instead of just attacking each other straight on. Use their legs a lot more, especially these guys. They got little legs that they can move all day. They can probably run around a 6-minute mile every day. They should be moving the entire time. I don't know why they're not moving in there. They're trying to bang away.
Okay, let's take a look at Stoute, who happens to be the southpaw in the dark trunks. Where should his lead foot be, the right foot? Should it be in front of Lorenzo, or should it be on the outside to the left of his left foot?
It should be on the outside because he's trying to land not just the left straight, but he wants to hit in that right hook. He's been countering Lorenzo with it all night, and that's his punch right now that he's been going to. And early in the fight, you can see there was a slip off it, but that's his punch that he's been countering with. And you can see it by the way his right elbow's coming out every time he comes in. He wants to counter him with it. There it was right there again. He's trying to hit him with that counter. Lorenzo comes in with his left arm just a little bit low when he brings it back, just right there. You can see when he comes in, boom, he's sitting there waiting for you. He's trying to hit him with that check left hook.
Why is it that so many right-handers, like Lorenzo is, say that they hate fighting southpaws? Why don't southpaws say they hate fighting right-handers? Why is it the other way around?
When I go to the gym every day, I literally box 90% of the time with a righty. So that one time when they give me a lefty, I hate it, and it's such annoying. I know Kara has been through this as well, so.
Yeah, I mean, I fought a lot of southpaws, and they are very annoying to fight. I think that the southpaw definitely has the advantage because they're fighting righties all the time, you know? They're always fighting righties, and a righty's not really fighting a southpaw that often, so they have a big advantage. But in this case, I don't think Stoute is really using that advantage because of the way he's fighting. He's not using the foot on the outside of Lorenzo's foot, so he should do that a little more. I think it would work for him.
Yes, absolutely. He definitely should move his feet a lot more. And you see they're just trying to pop shot him. He's right out of the amateurs. I think the two of them are definitely. Stoute came back and won the Golden Gloves in a national tournament not too long ago. So
I was going to ask you if you knew anything about the amateur career.
Yeah, he won the Golden Gloves. I know one time definitely. Might even won it the second time, and he won a national tournament in his amateur career.
Both guys have had over 30 amateur fights as we come to the end of round number 3 in a bout that's really starting to pick up in action. Well, if you are scoring this one is, I think, going to come down very possibly to the 4th and final round. And we're going to take a look at some of that action from that last round. Kara?
All right there we see Stoute. He's landing that jab and nice straight. That's a straight right hand, right, from Lorenzo. So like I said before, he's using his advantage. He's actually fighting the southpaw the way the southpaw should be fighting him. He's throwing the lead backhand, the lead power hand, as you can see right there.
There we're taking a look at young Michael Stoute out of Coram, New York, and his opponent is Jonel Lorenzo out of Newark, New Jersey, tonight making his professional debut. This is the 4th and final round. And you saw referee Pat Sullivan look up for a second at the score clock just to make sure this was the 4th and final round, and yes it is. And Jonel comes right out, fires a right hand, eats a couple of shots. I have a feeling he thinks he may be down and is going to put the pressure on. Cletus, do you feel that he's down in the fight, even if it's close?
It's definitely close, but it's going to be the one that wants it the most in this round. You can see Mike Stoute coming back with the counters, but if Lorenzo really wants it, he's going to start throwing his punches in combinations like he's doing now, instead of coming out with just one punch every time. But he is throwing a straight right hand, what he's supposed to do.
This is definitely the type of fight that I like to see, like a competitive fight. It's pretty even. Both guys they're both good, you know. It's like it's a fun fight to watch for me because I get to, you know, you don't know who's going to win until the very end, which is like the 4th round right now.
Yes, absolutely. This is a definitely competitive fight. The referees definitely let him fight a little bit on the inside, which is nice as well.
I want to yell up, Pat, let him work on the inside, because he always does. And they just freed up. They were holding on. They are working on the inside. Now you see what I was telling you about Pat Sullivan. He will let them work on the inside.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job. And you can see Mike Stoute trying to hold him a little bit, but he's not letting him. Lorenzo's not letting him, so he's making him work. And Pat understands that, and he sees it himself.
Just when Jonel was starting to fall behind a little bit, he turned it on and just kept the pressure on Stoute. What a finish we're having here in the final 90 seconds of the final round.
You can tell Lorenzo's throwing his weight a little bit more forwards on him, and you can see Mike Stoute definitely feeling it right now. This is the last minute and 20 seconds left. They're going to really, who really wants it's going to have to come out and bring it right now.
This really could be a telling minute, because whoever wins this round, if they've won one other round, they've got themselves a draw, and if they should have won 2 other rounds, they've got themselves a win here. So this fight, I think, is still up for grabs.
Absolutely, absolutely. I just wish Mike Stoute wouldn't come in and try to hold and just kept punching the whole time, just like that. Instead of trying to hold, just keep punching. He can rest tomorrow, and he can fight the rest of these next 43 seconds. There he goes. Come forwards, and he can win the fight. Lorenzo's doing his same exact thing. He needs to throw more punches, more punches. Definitely great to see these young guys go out there and throw everything they have at it for us.
And Pat Sullivan gets between them with about 20 seconds remaining in the fight. And they're still going at it. Jonel comes in, they wrap themselves up with about 10 seconds remaining. You're going to hear the wrap on the ring. 5 seconds remaining, final seconds of the bout. Put this one in the books.
Great finish, great finish.
That was a great round. I mean, it was different than the other 3 rounds. They both went out there with more intensity, knowing that that was an important round. It would probably would decide the fight that last round.
This is definitely going to be a tough round, tough fight to even call. It might be a draw. I have it a draw right now.
Let's see how the judges have it. We're going to have the official decision when we come back. It's either 40-36 or 39-30. I'm going to guess probably 49-37.
When it comes down to it, it's always about the judging. The judging always like a few different things. Some judges want to see the boxer, some guys want to see the aggressive fighter. Me, myself, I'm either the aggressive fighter. So.
Of course you are, Cletus. Cletus is an aggressive fighter.
Okay, when we come back, we'll actually mention it.
Even when I come into the ring, I can't even stand still. I usually pace back and forth. Everyone thinks I'm going to hit someone. It's nice.
Yeah, it's adrenaline.
Apparently this fight fell out. Get up there, Cal. Welcome back to Joe DeGuardia's Rockin' Fights 23. We just witnessed a 4-round bout between Michael Stoute and Jonel Lorenzo in the junior featherweight division. We're going to go to the scorecards. Let's go to ring announcer David Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of action here at the Paramount, we go to the judges' scorecards. Carlos Ortiz Jr. scores this bout 38-38 even. John McKay and Kevin Morgan both scored this bout 39-37, both for your winner by majority decision. From Coram, New York, Michael Stoute.
Ah, that was a heartbreaker for Jonel Lorenzo. 38-38, and the other two judges had a 39-37. So, Kara Castronova stands by with our winner.
Thanks, guys. That was a very close fight. It was competitive. It was exciting. Did you think it was going to be that close?
You know, being that it's his first fight, I knew he was going to try to prepare as possible, as best as he could. So I knew I was going to fight a guy who's hungry because, you know, everybody wants to win their first pro fight. It was the same way I felt when I trained for my first fight, so I knew he was going to be in shape.
What was your assessment of your performance out there?
You know what? I was glad with my performance. You know, I stayed sharp. I wanted to dominate, you know, showcase my skills. There's a couple things I feel I need to work on, so I'm going to go back to the gym, analyze it with my coaches, and try to get better.
Well, congratulations. That was a great fight, and I'm looking forward to seeing your next fight.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kara, and congratulations, Michael Stoute. Ups his record to 2-0 with a real close decision against debuting Jonel Lorenzo.
You can see the counter puncher by Stoute really put the defining touches on this fight. I wish that what I want Mike Stoute to go out to do and throw a little bit more combinations. If he can do that, he can become a really good fighter on Long Island.
We'll be back with more Star Boxing.